Now on CoastTV News.
Slam Dunk to the Beach tips off to Sussex County, the yearly tradition bringing in money for local businesses.
Busy parking lots at the Tanger outlets, the reason one person chose to return their gift. Scientists say climate change contributing to Delmarva's unprecedented heavy rainfall. What this means for the future weather pattern.
And I have an immediate weather pattern future to tell you about. The bottom line is this. The question is, what kind of weather are we expecting? This wall of rain is just the start.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
The competition heating up along the coast. Good evening, I'm Elisa Weber. Welcome to CoastTV News at 11. We begin tonight with a yearly tradition tipping off tonight in Lewis. Slam Dunk to the Beach is bringing thousands of people on our coast in spirit of competition. Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us why this week is so important for businesses.
Crowds filling the stands at Cape Henlopen High School. The Slam Dunk to the Beach basketball tournament hit the court Tuesday night. Delaware Sports Commission Chairman Matthew Robinson says the tournament means so much to the athletes.
I think the players really enjoy the crowds because a lot of times they may not be playing in in front of big crowds, but here the gym's always packed. The fans love it, and they definitely feel like celebrities while they're playing here at the tournament.
Teams from all over the country are in town to compete for the title. This is the 9th year teams have come to Sussex County to compete. Dewey Beach Commissioner and member of the Delaware Sports Commission, Paul Bowers, says it's a huge boost for the economy.
Brings a lot of people to town. It fills the hotels up. People go to restaurants. They buy gasoline. They go to the outlet mall. So it brings a lot of tourism to the beach area for a week.
Over at Surf Bagel, Wes Books says they look forward to the event all year round.
Yeah, we see lots of the elite teams visit, and we're happy to power them up before and after games.
Bringing out the competition on the court and more money for Sussex County. The games are going on all week here in Lewis, so if you're interested, you can come on down and check out the action. I'm Charles Reinert at Cape Henlopen High School, CoastTV News.
The annual Slam Dunk to the Beach brings some of the top high school basketball players in the country together. In previous years, some of the NBA greats made a stop at Cape Henlopen High School for the tournament. Those names include LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, and more. For organizers, upholding that tradition is what makes the Sussex County tradition so special.
A couple players who played in this that are NBA champions, a couple players who are NCAA Division I champions. So it's a real treat for us to be able to bring this to the people of Sussex and also be bringing a ton of visitors during these next couple days.
New data from the U.S. Census shows it's not in your head. Delaware is growing and fast. By percentage, Delaware is the 6th fastest growing state in the nation. The first state grew 1.2% in the past year. The last population count is 1,031,000 and some. South Carolina was ranked the fastest growing state percentage-wise. Delaware State Police have arrested 33-year-old Michael Lewis from Bridgeville following a moped crash in Milton. According to police, a trooper responded to Gravel Hill Road and Webb Road on Friday night. They say the trooper found Lewis detained by a Georgetown police officer after he attempted to leave the scene of the crash. The trooper reported Lewis showing signs of impairment. Police said the trooper conducted a search of his backpack that led to the discovery of a loaded gun and a bottle of brandy. He is now facing multiple charges. Pavement repair work on Route 113 in the area of Aero Safety Road has been delayed for a few weeks. The Georgetown work was officially scheduled for December 20th. It will now be done on January 4th. DelDOT says drivers can expect minor delays due to lane closures. Work will go between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. With holiday shopping comes holiday returns. Many people were at the outlets today hunting for those after Christmas deals. For others, today meant returning those gifts that were just not exactly what they wanted. One person says he is very disappointed by the gift he is returning because it was actually his Christmas gift to himself.
No, this year I think I was in a rush. I didn't spend enough time trying to figure out whether it was the right item for me.
The holiday season drove up U.S. retail sales for the end of the year, but at a slower pace than the same time last year. Tuesday, MasterCard spending polls reported that retail sales jumped 3.1% from November to December 24th. This compared to the same time frame in 2022. The data came in from in-store and online sales. The report says spending increased in many areas, with restaurants seeing a nearly 8% jump and apparel increased 2.4%. Retailers had actually projected slower growth this holiday season due to inflation, higher borrowing costs, and the resumption of student loan repayments. And if you're making returns, you're not alone. According to the National Retail Federation, $743 billion worth of holiday gifts are expected to be returned this year. That's over 14% of total sales. And the report says online sales saw higher returns at over 17%, while in-store returns were 10%. Taking a live look outside, our first Chief Alert Meteorologist, Paul Williams, joins us now. Paul, tell me how many layers I have to wear this week outside.
Okay, well, we won't have to worry about the layers until we get to the beginning of the year. How's that? But unless you're going to be going out for New Year's Eve, then you might have to. But I guess the only layer you're going to need for tomorrow might be a layer including an umbrella. Probably that would be it, because we have a wall of rain that's going to be making its way towards us, and this is just the introduction. This is the hors d'oeuvre to the main meal that's on the way. That'll be swinging in our general direction. Right now, we are indeed enjoying the benefits of just cloudy skies with just a little bit of drizzle here and there and some fog. We actually have a dense fog advisory that was issued right along this area here. This gray that you see right here, that's indicating that visibility is dropping down to zero, zilch, nada along the coastal region, along with the rain on the other side of the bay. Now, we're going to talk about all of this that's coming way out here, and this is just the beginning of what's going to be swinging in our direction. We'll have all that in your full forecast. Till then, back to you.
Rain does not make me happy, but for more weather updates, make sure to pull out your phones and scan the QR code for our First Alert Weather app. You can download the app for free to get all the weather updates you need. Heavy rain has drenched Delmarva so far during the month of December, causing flooding, as rainfall totals for the month have soared to nearly 9 inches in spots. These totals are on pace to break the monthly rainfall record. Experts say climate change is making these heavy rain events occur more often.
In terms of, the rainfall intensity that you see, and especially for it to happen in December where it's soggy rain, is very unusual. And so, like I mentioned, in warmer climates, warmer air is able to hold more water vapor. And that's really the primary cause of what we're seeing from these more intense storms.
Our CoastTV meteorologists are forecasting more heavy rain before the month comes to a close, keeping flooding risks elevated. A generous donor has stepped forward to sponsor the adoption fees for the many dogs at the Brandywine Valley SPCA. From now until the end of the year, adoption fees for all large adult dogs ages 1 year or older and weighing 40 pounds or more will be covered. The shelter is open with regular hours this week, though it will close at 3 p.m. on New Year's Eve and will also be closed on New Year's Day. Take a look at this. The Dover Police Department's recruitment video has been named as one of the top police recruitment videos of 2023 by PoliceOne.com. You can vote to make it #1 until December 28th. A number of pets were killed on a Christmas Day fire in Salisbury. According to the state fire marshal, it happened on Christmas Day, December 25th, at a home on Colborne Road in Milburn. A total of 4 dogs and a pet rabbit were rescued by firefighters from the burning home. 2 of the dogs were transported to the pet's ER in Salisbury and are expected to recover. Sadly, though, 1 bird and multiple fish died. Damage is estimated to be $350,000, and the cause is still under investigation. 2024 will be a monstrous political year as President Biden's final campaign comes to a close, and the nation decides whether to give his White House a second term, setting up widespread of consequences across foreign and domestic policies. NBC's Mike Mamoli looks at all of the challenges the president faces in the year ahead.
For President Joe Biden, 2023 began with Democrats wondering, will he run? As the calendar turns to 2024, they're now asking, can he win? He started the year with political momentum.
He and the Democrats have defied history.
Republicans took control of the House, but Democrats won key Senate and governor's races in the midterms, running on abortion rights and protecting democracy. In April, Biden made it official.
When I ran for president 4 years ago, I said we're in a battle for the soul of America, and we still are.
But the months ahead took a political toll, with Republicans seizing on inflation and record border crossings, triggering showdowns over the debt ceiling and immigration policy.
No, every town is a border town, and that's crystal clear to everybody but the White House.
And the Supreme Court striking down plans for student debt relief.
Stand for what? Student debt! Stand for what? Student debt!
Ukraine's fight against Russia stalled, and war erupted between Israel and Hamas.
You are not alone.
Now, the president's approval ratings are at all-time lows, and some polls show Donald Trump ahead in a likely rematch.
2024 is our final battle.
2024 presents fresh challenges. Not one, but two budget deadlines loom that could trigger government shutdowns.
On this vote, the yeas are 221 and the nays are 212. The resolution is adopted.
House Republicans long focused on Hunter Biden's business deals, teeing up an impeachment trial.
I have been the target of the unrelenting Trump attack machine, shouting, "Where's Hunter?" Well, here's my answer. I am here.
As the president's son faces federal indictments on gun and tax charges, a special counsel continues to probe whether the president mishandled classified documents. And while Biden struggles to maintain support for Ukraine, he's also warning about China's designs on Taiwan. After ordering a spy balloon shot down, relations with Beijing remain fragile.
I again emphasize to President Xi that the United States does not seek conflict.
Biden's early support for Israel will continue to test his political coalition at home.
Under Biden, I think we've made grave mistakes that have led to the death of almost 20,000 people.
Biden's 2024 kicks off with a rare challenge for the Democratic nomination and potential third-party challengers who could complicate his path. His pitch relies on a recovering economy.
That's Bidenomics.
And selling accomplishments like the infrastructure law.
We've got a record to run on. And most importantly, we're not only changing this country, we're transforming it.
While framing the election as an existential choice.
There's an extremist movement that does not share the basic beliefs in our democracy. The MAGA movement.
Voters will be keeping a close eye on the 81-year-old incumbent, with every misstep adding to Democrats' worries. The president's age putting an even bigger spotlight on Vice President Kamala Harris, who figures to be a big part of the re-election fight.
So many of our hard-won freedoms are under attack, and this is a moment for us to stand and fight.
Part of her focus? Young voters, women, and minority groups that aren't sold on Biden. Biden's first run for Senate came in 1972. 2024 marks his fourth run for the Oval Office. After more than 5 decades of political upsets, setbacks, and comebacks, his last campaign may be his toughest yet.
The rain for Wednesday will be heavy and quite a challenge to drive through. I'll explain why in the full forecast coming right up. Don't go anywhere.
We all love the warmth and comfort of carpet in our homes, but worrying about spills and pets is a constant. What if I told you the latest in carpet innovation is spill-proof and pet-proof? It'll save the day. It's like magic. The liquid is just beating up. No soaking in, no stains. Get the ultimate carpet protection with Floor Coverings International. We will bring our mobile showroom right to your door.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
The Top 60 Sales Drive continues at Preston Ford. We're excited to announce that 0% financing is back. Get 0% financing for 60 months on select top-selling SUVs, including the 2023 Ford Escape, Bronco Sport, Explorer, and 2024 Ford Edge. Every vehicle purchase comes with a Preston for Life engine guarantee. Visit PrestonFord.com and explore our extensive inventory of Escapes, Edges, Explorers, Expeditions, and more. Join us at the Top 60 Sales Drive at Preston Ford. And remember, cars cost less in Preston.
This is Coast TV News at 11.
Now, as 2023 comes to a close, scientists worry that decades of progress cleaning up air pollution might be erased by the smoke from this summer's wildfires. A new report from Stanford University shows Americans were exposed to 66% more air pollution than just 2 years ago. According to the American Lung Association, breathing dirty air kills more than 60,000 Americans each year. National climate reporter Chase Kane sat down with an air pollution expert from today's year-end climate special.
We're on the roof of 30 Rock in New York, and if we had been doing this last summer, we wouldn't have been able to see some of these buildings. That certainly gets people's attention, but then there's the pollution that people live with every day, right?
Yeah, 2023 was a really big year in terms of the U.S. general awareness about air pollution and the link to climate change. We saw the wildfire smoke that was coming in from Canada, and I think the big lesson learned there is that air knows no boundaries and climate change knows no boundaries. In the United States, we have industrial pollution, whether that's coming from trash incinerators, big factories, chemical manufacturing, trucking industry. What we end up seeing is that systematically, over and over and over again, those polluting facilities are generally based in communities of color and low-income communities.
And so for people, often communities of color who are exposed to air pollution on a daily basis, studies are showing that they have higher blood pressure, even anxiety and depression. What do we do about that?
When something is not acutely harming a person and is not very visible, oftentimes it can fly under the radar in terms of what's the actual cause. We've needed to lean on big holistic data sets to really understand that link between air pollution, climate change, and some of these chronic diseases.
So if there's a community that has some of these chronic air pollution issues and they want to do something about it, what challenges do they face?
So I would say one of the biggest challenges, to speak very frankly, is that the United States is built on capitalism. And what that has meant for communities is that company profits and industry profits have oftentimes been placed ahead of community needs and health and well-being. If you have a polluting facility in your backyard and you say, not in my backyard, and you are a neighborhood that is oftentimes overlooked and not listened to, it can be very challenging to go up against some of these forces.
And looking into 2024, also a year where we're going to see a lot more of the dollars from the Inflation Reduction Act start flowing, which will also hopefully address some of these issues of air pollution and climate change, right?
Yes, there has been a large federal commitment for investment into environmental justice communities. If we take the opportunity to center justice while we're dealing with the climate challenge, then we can have the world that we all would love to live in, which is one where justice is front and center.
Be sure to catch the full special, Our Planet's Future, on NBC News Now and streaming on Peacock.
That looks like a very interesting and very relevant subject. So be sure you catch that right here on the Peacock channel. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're expecting here. We are bracing for a seriously waterlogged Wednesday. Bottom line, not quite a first alert day, just falling short of that severe, qualifications for it. But it's going to be a very ugly and uncomfortable day anyway because of the wind and because of the rain that we're expecting. Right now, we've got drizzle. We've got fog, and temperature is going to stay at about 47 degrees even now. Now, why? Because we have so much fog in place, and we have mostly cloudy skies, and everything is just, the atmosphere is just kind of like a big sponge that has too much water in it. So it's not budging one way or the other. You see how it feels like 45 and 47 around the entire area? Well, we have the winds that are coming off of the water, and so that's going to help bring in just that additional layer of moisture in the atmosphere. Now, also, you see all this gray here. It's indicating that we have dense fog advisories or warnings in effect along the entire Delmarva coast, really along the entire East Coast, as we have this rain that's really gaining some momentum and just slowly rolling its way towards us. Now, we have the low pressure systems to the south, and we're going to keep a close eye on this developing low pressure system because this is a troublemaker down here, okay? Good news is it's more bark than bite in the sense of severe storms, but it's going to be a big, gigantic, large area of rain. So it's not concentrated and strong, but it's wide and encompassing. So For example, we start off Wednesday, lunchtime, scattered showers. Spot showers pop up for us by 5:30, and then by the evening time, we have another wave of scattered showers, and it just stays cloudy all day. It's not until we get to the Thursday, early in the morning, we start watching out for some real stupid, crazy storms, and they're going to move very quickly. So it looks like those storms are going to be a problem. Here's the thing. Because they're going to hit overnight when there's little to no sun around, I'm not so worried about them turning severe, but they are going to be ugly, and they are going to wake you up. The dew point temperature is close, if not exactly, where the actual air temperatures are. So that also gives us evidence of how much moisture is continuing to be added to the moisture that's already coming across courtesy of the flow of air. One other thing, when we talk about possible first alert days, we really base that on, let's say, 40 mile per hour wind gusts. We're looking at about 37. So like we said, about 3 miles per hour shy of where we would be to officially say, hey, everybody, push the panic button. So no, we're not saying don't push the panic button. Massage it a little, but don't push the panic button, okay? We're looking for your return weather. When you return your gifts back, it's going to be raining no matter what. The rain forecast, we're going to see possibly over an inch for us, actually, in Rehoboth Beach. And we're going to see that possibly, but along the coast, it's going to chill out. 45 for tonight, 59 for tomorrow, and for Thursday. Here's a look at your extended forecast.
But first, plan for some delays in Sussex County where you need to avoid some ongoing road work as you come home from the holidays. That's up next.
Hurry in, America. It's time to visit your Ford dealer for the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology and flexibility for any season. It's your last chance to get special offers on our great selection of Ford vehicles. Only during the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Now, get 2.9% for 72 months plus no payments for 90 days on Ford F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It's the Planet Fitness You Can Still Join a Gym in 2023 sale. Join the judgment-free zone and get equipment for every workout for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and pay nothing until January 17th. Hurry! Deal ends Friday, December 29th.
Hey moms, you know those unforgettable face palms? Those moments that leave us both laughing and sighing. They're not just mishaps, there are shared stories. Share your unique mom moments with us. Go to coastlife.com/mom.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
Our biggest sale of the year is back at Pohanka Ford. It's Pohankathon, with our best offers on every vehicle in stock, including Escape, Bronco, and Mach-E. That means you'll find financing as low as 0% for 60 months on new Edge and Explorer, 2.9% for 72 months on a new F-150, with over 60 to choose from. And take up to 90 days to make your first payment. Huge year-end savings are here during Pohankathon at Pohanka Ford of Salisbury.
If you're just coming home to Sussex County after the holidays, here's some ongoing road work for you to plan for. According to DelDOT, Central Avenue between Market and Front Streets in Laurel are closed for sinkhole repair due to broken sewer laterals until January 5th. Meanwhile, Aero Safety Road between Route 113 and South Bedford in Georgetown is seeing intermittent lane closures until January 2nd, 2024. That is for Phase 1 of the Park Avenue relocation. And South Bedford Street between Azor Road and Park Avenue is experiencing similar closures for road improvements until New Year's Day. With Christmas now over, you may wonder what to do with your live tree after the holidays. There are a few ways to recycle your tree this year, according to the Delaware Department of Agriculture. The department says to make sure your tree is completely undecorated before you recycle it. Reach out to your local livestock owner and see if they would like to have the tree for their animals. Pine trees can be a tasty snack or a fun enrichment activity for livestock. Set your tree in your backyard and decorate it with edible ornaments to feed wildlife. You can use pine cones, peanut butter, birdseed, berries, or apples. But if you want to take an easier route on getting rid of your live tree, here at Coast TV News, we have researched a couple of places where you can get to recycle your tree this year in Sussex County. In Georgetown, free recycling is provided at the Stockley Materials on DuPont Boulevard. It is open weekdays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. In Bridgeville, Sussex Tree Incorporation is recycling trees on weekdays. The service is from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. There's also Branch in Lewis. Mr. Mulch in Seaford is also taking trees for free. It is open weekdays from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mr. Mulch is located at Coverdale Road. Coming up in sports, action from day one at the largest holiday basketball tournament in the country. The numbers are rising for young onset.
Recharge from the holidays with a new Toyota at Toyotathon.
I have got a truckload of new Toyotas out front.
Check them out.
Something I said?
Yes.
Buy a Highlander with Toyotathon special 2.99% APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
We decided to do upgrades on our house that we had built ourselves. We were looking for a particular company that would be on the same page we were as far as craftsmanship and take pride in a job well done. Now we're having the bathroom done, and we went with Spicer Brothers. I've never seen anything as fast and as efficient.
Unbelievable how quick he is, and for a one-man show.
He has a passion for his craft, and he's so efficient. We're just so tickled to death to have him.
So before you sign, keep Bass by Spicer Brothers in mind.
Once upon a time in Rehoboth Beach was a lost little elf, his home far from reach. When all of a sudden he saw a twinkling sign, a magical winter village? Could it be mine? His eyes grew wide as he walked through the doors. The North Pole, you say? No, Shellville, of course. A magical maze was his first stop on the tour. Wasting no time at all, he set out to explore. With so much to discover and so much to do, he knew for a fact all his dreams would come true. After all the excitement, he needed a treat, a warm, tasty beverage to help move his feet. No longer did he feel so lost and alone. Our brave little elf had found a new home.
Local businesses are the lifeblood of our communities.
When you're shopping for gifts this holiday season, please buy local.
I'm Paige.
And I'm Leah from Coast Life, and we're urging you to buy from businesses on Delmarva this holiday season.
Whether it be cars, toys, or furniture.
When you shop local, you support your local community, you protect local jobs, and you strengthen the local economy.
So let's use our buying power.
Because together, we make Delmarva stronger.
The holidays are winding down.
Coming through.
Time to recharge with a new Toyota during the final days of Toyotathon.
Buy a Camry, Corolla, RAV4, or Tundra and take $1,000 Toyota down payment cash. Toyota, let's go places.
The numbers are rising for young onset dementia, for some as early as age 30. Although early dementia is thought to be dictated by genetics, new research has indicated that lifestyle also plays a role. A study found that some of the most surprising risk factors for the cognitive decline are social isolation, hearing loss, and low vitamin D. A person's socioeconomic status and ability to obtain higher education also seem to be a factor. We love decorating for the holidays and seeing your homes. Take a look at your screen. This is from Rich and Wendy Crumley from Lincoln. We love seeing your tree beautifully lit and decorated. Thank you for sending us your holiday house. We are doing Holiday House until New Year's Day. You can send your pictures and videos to coasttvnews.com/holidayhouse. And we will be right back.
Delmarva's Holiday House is brought to you by Bay to Beach Builders.
This year, share all the love you have during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event going on now through January 2nd. With every Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to one of these 5 charities and an additional $50 when you choose your hometown charity, plus $5 for every routine service performed. Make the most of the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event and start changing lives in your community together with Gateway Subaru. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
More rest, less stress. Now that's something we all could use more of in the new year. At Furnitureland, we take the stress out of mattress shopping with our 120-night comfort guarantee. We're so confident we can match you with the perfect mattress that if you don't love it, you can return it. Upgrade your sleep system for as little as $42 a month. Plus, get fast, free next-day delivery during our New Year mattress sale. More rest, less stress. Only at Furnitureland. From here to home.
It's the Planet Fitness You Can Still Join a Gym in 2023 sale. Now through December 29th, join for just $1 down, $10 a month, and you can still do that thing you said you'd do 11 and a half months ago. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. It's not too late. This can still be your year. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and pay nothing until January 17th. Hurry! Deal ends Friday, December 29th.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event right here at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
Scan this QR code to receive your exclusive offer.
Lease a Jeep Wrangler Sport 4xe for $489 a month for 36 months. With every new purchase, you'll get our Preston for Life lifetime engine guarantee. Please view our entire inventory and even order online at MillsboroCDJR.com. Visit us in person or online during the Wrap Up the Year sales event right here at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. And remember, cars cost less with Preston.
Why do people open up differently here?
You are too much, Tamron Hall.
Do things they've never done before. It's how she makes you feel. There's only one Tamron Hall.
Wednesday at 3 on CoastTV.
Fill your week with Wheel.
It's Sweethearts Week.
It's Teachers Week.
Teen Week.
Margaritaville.
Wednesday at 7 on CoastTV.
Some of the best high school basketball talent in the country is on the peninsula, facing off at the 41st Annual Governor's Challenge Basketball Tournament. The Delmarva Sports Network Michelle Roberts brings us there.
Good evening, sports fans. Day one of the Governor's Challenge was full of high-level hoops action, and teams here tell me that this competition level will set them up for success down the road, and the atmosphere here is unforgettable. And in a top shore showcase game today, the Pocomoke Warriors facing the Sussex Tech Ravens. Jameer Roberts leading the Warriors with 19 points in the contest, but the Ravens topped the Warriors 79-50 behind a 16-point performance by Isaiah Ayers. And Sussex Tech improves to 4-2 on the season. Ayers says he's proud they started the tournament with a victory as they identified what they need to work on.
We played good down the stretch, but in the first half we could clean stuff up and improve. I feel like we could have played a little bit better, but at the end of the day we got the dub, so that matters. The spotlight and all the courts and stuff, it's kind of fun just being here, especially during Christmas when you don't got school and all that. So it's kind of fun, and you got a lot of stuff to look forward to at Governor's Challenge.
And we have 4 more days of nonstop high school basketball action here at the Governor's Challenge, so make sure to download our free DSN app to watch all the games streaming live. Reporting from Salisbury, Maryland, Michelle Roberts, DSN.
Our umbrella giveaway winners, AJ Navi of Ocean View, Delaware. Congratulations. Want to remind everybody, we do have a dense fog advisory that's in effect until noon for Wednesday. That's along the entire East Coast, and we are bracing for scattered showers on the other side of the Chesapeake Bay. Here's a look at your exclusive Coast TV 10-day forecast. Rainy for all day Wednesday, going into early Thursday. Then we catch a break, and then it gets cooler so that Elisa can go ahead and wear her long sleeves, but it'll be the new year by then. So have fun there.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next. We'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.